very confident, says he's going to knock you out in the 9th round.
Yeah, man. You know, he's a dumbass, and so it's gonna be apparent on Saturday when he's the one that gets knocked out. I mean, genuinely, fighters always say this. There's the back and forth, but Piers, I'm being so honest, man. This guy is easy work.
Warm up.
Some
I know
8-year-olds. I got the 8-year-olds in there.
If I find out anything, I'm gonna beat your ass and I'm gonna beat Jaden on love.
I mean, which is nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? Especially Tank been talking about retiring, so why not get the bag and then go about your business if that's your plan?
Gervonta Davis and Jake Paul sit face-to-face with Piers Morgan, trading confidence and attitude before their fight. Jake admits that Tank is the toughest and most dangerous opponent he has ever faced, a huge step up from anyone he's fought before. But Gervonta stays calm and collected, promising to show a sharper, stronger version of himself on fight night.
Sharper, just my focus gotta be blazing that night. Just man him in that ring. All in all, be better.
I saw 8 to 10 rounds is what you thinking, and I also saw I think I saw 6 rounds. Is what you thinking? I could be wrong.
7 or 8.
7, yeah, it's right around there.
Yeah,
How you pick that number? Like, how do you pick what round it's gonna be?
first, his skills, the moment.
Yeah.
I don't know how durable he is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just don't know just yet. But I know if I could get him where I want him,
Yeah.
that's how long it's gonna take.
Yeah. Yeah.
To be a good beating.
Do you understand the magnitude of this fight? Do you understand how important this fight is to the boxing game, to the sport?
I think I do, but I don't think that he knows. I've been in big fights, but it wasn't nothing like this.
Yeah.
Jake Paul confidently tells Piers Morgan that everyone will see the truth once fight night arrives on Saturday, November 15th. He says all the talk and predictions will end in the ring. Jake believes his performance will prove who truly deserves to win. In recent years, boxing has changed from being just a sport about skill to a global business built on fame and attention.
Says he's going to knock you out in the 9th round.
Yeah, man. You know, he's a dumbass, and so it's gonna be apparent on Saturday when he's the one that gets knocked out. I mean, genuinely, fighters always say this. There's the back and forth, but Piers, I'm being so honest, man. This guy is easy work.
Emiliano Vargas believes Jake Paul understood this change earlier than anyone else. Instead of building a long amateur career or chasing Olympic glory, Jake built his audience first. By using his social media power, he earned huge paydays without needing belts or rankings. Many young fans now care more about drama, rivalries, and storylines than about traditional boxing success. Vargas says that's unfair to fighters who train their whole lives to reach the top. In the past, legends worked for decades before earning big fights. Today, one viral clip can create a star. Vargas admits this new system brings excitement and new fans. But he warns that boxing's real meaning, honor, skill, and respect must never be forgotten.
To me, non-basketball terms, just such a funny internet game. But explain this to me like a third grader. What is an exhibition fight?
I don't even know, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. All I know is that Jake is making, I don't, goddamn.
But when they say
look, God bless Jake, bro, because this is what he figured out. He figured out this. He figured out boxing is all about attention.
100%.
And he went from Disney to, you know, getting paid. What I told you, world champions that have dedicated their whole life to this sport, they will never get paid. Not even a percentage of what he's making.
Yeah.
But because attention brings dollars. It doesn't matter if it's a podcast, if it's a movie premiere, if it's boxing. If there's no attention on it, you're not going to make no money from it.
This is like the WNBA conference. That's why they don't make the money, because they don't have the attention.
No, for sure. I was at the WNBA yesterday, and that shit was lit, bro.
It was lit?
I was chopping it up with Floyd was there.
It was good?
Like, people, they won by like, I think 1 or 2 points. But I was standing up and I was jumping, you know, it was the finals though.
Yeah.
It's the finals. So, all that aside, I just feel like Gervonta could crack though, bro.
Oh, of course.
Gervonta could crack. I mean,
so this is what I want.
He's sparred light heavyweights and heavyweights before. Like, this ain't nothing new.
even taller guys.
For sure.
Yeah. So what I really want to ask you in regards to that fight is like, obviously someone like Gervonta is not, in his mind, he's not going to go out there and look stupid, no matter how it goes.
Right. No, he's not.
But that's what when I see it's an exhibition fight, I'm like, what does that mean?
And you can still get knocked out. You know, I feel like that means there's not going to be no winner.
No effect on the record.
Yeah, that's exactly what it means. But you could get knocked out.
So you don't think, because like, you know, the beef now is like, this shit's the WWE. That's what people say about boxing.
I mean,
like, you're completely right about Jake and what he's done. It's insane.
Yeah.
But he'll get the WWE. Oh, this is just like, what is this? Do you see it that way?
God bless him, bro. God bless. Hey, call my fights WWE fights, whatever you want to call it. If I'm getting paid $80, $100 million, I mean, come on, bro. And look, the thing is, every single person that is commenting that, if they brought $100 million check in front of you,
oh, I'm fighting.
Analyst Gareth says the matchup between a world-class boxer like Gervonta Davis and a YouTuber-turned-fighter like Jake Paul would have sounded crazy years ago. He calls it a spectacle not because of a lack of talent, but because it's such an unusual clash. Jake built a career out of chaos, headlines, and controversy. He knows how to get people watching, even his haters. Gareth says that's exactly why this fight exists. Jake proved that attention equals opportunity. Traditional fans might hate it, but others see it as the new era of entertainment-based boxing. Like it or not, Jake's influence is now impossible to ignore.
Marry up all this.
Well, there's an end game and a bookend to what Jake Paul's doing, and I think he's getting very close to the bone with this one because it doesn't really work. It's the biggest freak show so far. Like you say, Gervonta is not in everybody's list, but he's there or thereabouts in the pound for pound list. I mean, since the Lamont Roach fight, people have been down on him a little bit more. You know, a lot of people think he might have lost that fight, you know. Obviously, his troubles and travails away from the ring have meant that, you know, people are starting to question at 33 now, is he?
No, I don't even think he's that.
31.
I think it's 31 max, 31.
Yeah. But they're beginning to question his validity.
But yeah.
31, yeah? 30. Okay. Yeah. They're beginning to question, I don't we all are, but people are in general beginning to, pundits, and some fans are beginning to question his validity in that top 10 pound for pound list. I think he belongs there myself, or just outside it. Certainly in the top 15, no question. Maybe top 13. I think I've got him. I think I had him at 11 or 12, but I might have done a list on Saturday night. And obviously, we want to see him in the ring with Shakur Stevenson. It's the big fight. So, or even in Naoya Inoue at some point, which is a fantasy matchup that I remember dreaming about around the same time I was dreaming about Terence Crawford and Saul Canelo Alvarez a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm. Coach Reg defends Gervonta Davis, reminding everyone that Tank's success didn't happen overnight. He fought through multiple divisions, faced dangerous opponents, and earned every bit of his global respect. Reg says people now judge Tank unfairly, calling him money-driven. But he believes Tank has earned the right to secure his future. Boxing is a hard life. One bad night can end everything. After years of pressure and training, it's smart to take fights that bring both reward and legacy. Reg adds that Tank still represents true boxing values, discipline, courage, and ambition. He's not avoiding challenges, he's choosing the biggest ones. Critics might doubt him, but being great always brings extra pressure.
You know what I mean? Especially Tank been talking about retiring, so why not get the bag and then go about your business if that's your plan? I mean, if that's your plan to retire, then go get the bag and go about your business. You ain't doing nothing wrong. I'm not against it.
You got some people that are very critical, Tank. Does it make sense depending on what you're in boxing for? Because you got some people that want to fight the best. You got some people that want the accolades, the belts, you know, the undisputeds. And you got some people that just came in this game like, look, I'm trying to get my family out of poverty. and give us generational wealth? Does it all depend on what you decided to box for?
Well, Tank accomplished a lot at a young age. You know what I mean? He accomplished a lot at a young age. So I wouldn't be mad if he took the bag and went about his business and never fought again. You know what I mean? Plus, like, look at some of the things that he's going through. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of that can affect you as well. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're trying to be in this game. So I think, you know, get the bag and go. That's your plan. Get the bag and go.
For me, of course, I wanted to see him fight Shakur. I wanted to see him fight Devin.
Yeah, we all wanted to see him fight.
At press events, Gervonta Davis mostly listens and only speaks when he has something to say. His silence builds tension because no one knows what's going on in his head. Commentators Manx and Morris say this makes the build-up more dramatic. Jake acts like the showman, while Tank looks like a calm predator waiting for the fight to start. Their contrast shows the roots. Jake comes from internet fame, Gervonta from real boxing. Even their body language tells the story of old-school versus new-school fighters.
It was lame. And even though Jake Paul tried to egg him on and try to goad Gervonta Davis on, he's dealing with somebody that is not a quick-witted, thinker. He's not a quick-witted speaker. Tank Davis is explosive in the ring. He's fast and powerful in the ring. He's charismatic inside the ring when he's punching. But when you put a microphone in front of him, he's not articulate. He doesn't know how to quickly respond to people. He stutters a lot. He does more stuttering than talking. So Gervonta Davis in front of a microphone is not going to sell. So Tank Davis shouldn't be put in a podium like that. He should have speakers for him. He should have someone talking for him. He should have a mouthpiece. Tank Davis is not going to sell this fight. And Jake Paul knows it. That's the reason he kept throwing jabs at him. He tried to get Tank out of his shell. Tank's not quick verbally enough. He's not quick-witted. He's not quick with the tongue. So in order for him to sell this fight, he's going to have an adversary that can spit something back. Like, for instance, Chavez Jr., he didn't have that quick-witted a response, but he had the backing. He had the loyal following. And Chavez Jr., like many Mexicans, don't need to speak because they do all their fighting in the ring, and people know that. Tank Davis, I don't know, man. He didn't look good in his last fight. He's not fighting the killers in his division. People are getting off that Tank train, and we know that he's had his issues outside the ring. The love's not there anymore. Tank Davis is losing a lot of passion, a lot of followers, and people aren't buying this circus that Jake Paul's trying to sell. And I'm glad that people are getting off this train. The commission in Georgia got off this damn train. That's why they had to move this fight to Florida, where anything could happen.
People see Tank's calm attitude in different ways. Some think he doesn't seem interested in facing Jake Paul, mistaking his quietness for boredom. Others believe it shows deep focus and confidence. Davis is known for silently studying opponents before breaking them down in the ring. Boxing history has many legends who talked little, but fought brilliantly. Maybe Tank just refuses to play into the showmanship. He knows the real talk happens once the punches start flying. Whether he's relaxed or laser focused will only be clear when the bell rings.
Jake Paul legitimately cooked Gervonta Davis in that press conference, and I really don't know how to feel about that. And to be honest with you, I still don't understand how boxing even allowed this to be made. Like, I don't. Like, dog, this is not an overstatement. Like, literally one of the core pillars holding up boxing is this literal, fake superiority complex that they have over literally every other combat sport. Despite literally being the least effective main combat sport there is. Brother, kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling, brother, I put judo over I put boxing. In terms of practicality of combat, oh yeah, 100%. Brother, if Jake Paul makes it competitive against Gervonta Davis, I'm looking at this like, brother. Oh, well, weight difference, brother. Gervonta Davis has been training his entire life. I'm sorry, bro. It's bad enough that the fact that if this was under any other combat sport, this would literally be like one of the most one-sided matchups of all time. And it wouldn't be in favor of Davis. No, dog, if you did this under an MMA rule set, oh my gosh, bro, Paul cooks Gervonta. It's not close at all. Like, round one finish level. Like, understand this, Gervonta Davis versus Jake Paul is taking place in literally the only combat sport where Davis should win. I'm still shocked that they allowed it to be made. Because, there's no upside. If Jake Paul beats Gervonta Davis, now we're kind of looking like, wait a minute. What? Like, brother, don't forget. I still think it's a horrible look that Tyson Fury couldn't finish Francis Ngannou. That is so bad. Well, Francis Ngannou's a great boxer. Francis Ngannou, no joke, is one of the worst boxers to ever be in the UFC. He just has absurd power. No, look at the technique of Francis Ngannou. It's not that good. It's carried by power. Like, going into it, like, I'm hyped, but it's also, I'm looking at this like, bro, Gervonta has to finish, bro.
Veteran boxer Shawn Porter has watched the sport change over the years. He says this fight proves that money now drives most matchmaking. Porter respects Jake Paul for taking risks, but he questions if this fight truly benefits boxing's future. He also points out that Davis, now a huge star, sometimes picks fights that make business sense more than legacy sense. Porter wonders what message that sends to young fighters should they chase titles or quick paydays. He's not blaming the fighters, but wants fans to think, should boxing remain about pride and skill, or fully become entertainment? His concern isn't just this fight, it's what it represents for the next generation.
Why are you doing that? How do you sort of see this scenario now for him?
Yeah, I don't really know how to feel about it, what to really say about it. I've only been asked this when it's been presented to me. That's when I think about it, and I can't really come up with a good answer for it. In a lot of ways, it doesn't make sense to me. Of course, we know the size differential, and the list goes on from there. I don't know, man. I think we're entering a generation now, or a phase now where fighters, I don't know if it's fighters, I don't know if he doesn't care about the legacy, or if he feels like this fight doesn't matter, I'll get back to the legacy. I just don't know. This is truly not, it's not a legacy fight, but of course it is a generational money fight.
Analysts who follow Davis closely say his career shows a steady drive for greatness. Every big fight he's taken has been about proving something new. Even if money matters, Tank always fights to show he's the best. His quiet press appearances aren't arrogance, they remind everyone that boxing is won with skill, not words. Experts say Davis wants his name among modern legends, and he knows one bad night can destroy years of work. That pressure makes him train harder than ever. True legacy takes more than fame, it takes defining victories, and Tank is chasing exactly.
If you're sitting on that toilet and that stool ain't brown or green, if it's red, go to the doctor.
Yeah, for sure.
But again, Tank Davis and Jake Paul, they fight in November. I personally have Tank, you know what I'm saying? I just don't, because Tank is a little different. He ain't like them other niggas who took a fall. Tank ain't finna take no fall, bro.
That's what I think too. I think like, bro got a reputation to maintain. He ain't about to just, you know what I'm saying, sign a deal just for some money.
Just for some bread.
I ain't like, it's about the money though, for sure.
For sure.
But I'm not about to.
But what they get, like 20, he got like 20 million?
But yeah, 20, I ain't gonna lie, Tank probably get 20, 30, 40.
I don't know, Tank need to get more than that, because it's bringing Jake Paul more money than, you know what I'm saying?
Anything, but you know, Jake Paul putting up the purse, he putting up everything.
Oh, okay.
He paying for promotions, he paying for everything.
So he getting whatever he get.
You know what I'm saying? So hey, I can only, I think it's a 60-40 cut or something like that.
I ain't mad at that.
So it's like you getting 40%, and you all got to do is show up and fight.
No, facts.
That's all you got to do is show up.
Facts.
And then 9 times out of 10, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be what, a draw.
No, Tank gonna knock his. Well,
you think so?
Let me not speak too fast, but I know Tank. I pray, and I think I know that Tank is gonna beat him up.
Nate Diaz, known for his blunt honesty, gave his take on the crossover fight. He doesn't pick sides or pretend this is a classic boxing matchup. Nate says both fighters know what they're doing, entertaining crowds while making big money. He admits Jake has improved and can surprise opponents, but he doesn't see this as a pure competition. To him, it's a business move first. Fans tune in for fun, and the fighters give them a show. Nate reminds everyone that this fight sits between sport and entertainment. It might upset boxing purists, but it keeps the world watching, and that's the real game.
I gotta ask you, Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis. Does Davis have a chance?
Gervonta is a great boxer, but he ain't gonna be.
So you got Jake Paul by knockout, or?
No, I don't got anybody, but I don't think.
He's just too small.
it just. I don't want to beat up somebody that small. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying?
What do you think of the fight?
I don't want to lose to somebody that. There's no point in the fight. It's a great fight, actually. I'm not hating on the fight, but I think. My thoughts on it is let's watch and see what happens.
Ryan Garcia said his boxing is turning into WWE.
Yeah,
with that type of matchup. You agree? Last thing, White House card, like he said, you want Conor McGregor.
Yeah, but the whole thing's on WWE, so
right.
it's like, at least that's happening and it's getting something to talk about, something to watch, and.